What's up, guys? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to set up a local WordPress site on your Windows PC. Installing WordPress locally allows you to develop and test your website before making it live, which is perfect if you're learning or working on custom themes and plugins. First, you need to make sure your computer has XAMPP installed. XAMPP is a free and open source software package that provides a local web server solution, including Apache and MySQL, both of which are necessary to run WordPress locally. If you haven't installed XAMPP yet, open your web browser and search for XAMPP. Go to the official website linked in the video description, download the installer for Windows and run it. The installation process is straightforward. Just keep clicking Next until the installation is complete. Once XAMPP is installed, you need to start the services required for WordPress to function. Open the XAMPP Control Panel Start menu. You'll see two important modules here, Apache and MySQL. These need to be running for WordPress to work. To start them, click the Start button next to Apache to run the web server, and do the same for MySQL, which will serve as your database. When both are running, the modules will be highlighted in green, and now your local server is up and running. Next, we need to download WordPress itself. Open up your browser again and head over to wordpress.org. On the homepage, you'll find the Download WordPress button. Click on it to get the latest version of WordPress, which will be in a zip file format. Once the download is complete, go to your Downloads folder and extract the contents of the zip file. You'll have a folder named WordPress with all the necessary files. Now let's move those WordPress files to the right location so they can be used on your local server. Navigate to your C drive in your File Explorer, XAMPP, and then htdocs. This is the directory where XAMPP stores all of its web-accessible files. Create a new folder here and give it a name, something like My WordPress, which will be the local URL of your WordPress site. Then, copy all the files from the WordPress folder you extracted earlier and paste them into the folder you just created in htdocs. Before we can install WordPress, we need to create a database for it to use. Open up your web browser and type localhost/phpMyAdmin in the address bar. This will open phpMyAdmin, a tool used to manage MySQL databases. On the left-hand side, click on New to create a new database. Name your database something simple like My WordPress and click Create. You now have a fresh database ready for your WordPress installation. Now, let's begin installing WordPress. Back in your browser, type localhost/mywordpress in the address bar, where MyWordPress is the name of the folder you created earlier in htdocs. This will start the WordPress installation process. You'll be greeted with a language selection screen. Choose your preferred language and click Continue on the next screen. Click Let's Go to begin the setup. At this point, WordPress will ask for your database details. For the database name, enter the name of the database you created in phpMyAdmin, which in this case is MyWordPress. For the username, enter root. This is the default username for MySQL on XAMPP. Leave the password field empty because, by default, XAMPP doesn't require a password for the root user. The database host should remain localhost, and you can leave the table prefix as WP_. Once all the information is filled in, click Submit, and then click Run the installation on the next screen. Now, it's time to set up your WordPress site. You'll need to enter some basic information, such as the site title, which could be something like My WordPress Site. For the username, you can choose something simple like admin or anything else you prefer, but make sure to remember it, because you will need it to log in to your WordPress dashboard later. Set a password for your admin account. WordPress will warn you if it's too weak, but for now, you can choose anything. Just make sure to note it down. Then, provide your email address, which will be used for your account recovery and notifications. Once everything is filled in, click Install WordPress. After a few seconds, you should see a success message indicating that WordPress has been installed. You can now click the Login button to access your WordPress dashboard. Enter the username and password you just created, and click Login to enter the back end of your WordPress site. Once inside the dashboard, you'll see all the tools and options available for managing your site. From here, you can start creating posts, pages, and customizing the appearance of your WordPress installation. You can also visit your newly installed site by clicking Visit Site at the top of the dashboard. Since this is a local installation, your site's URL will be localhost/mywordpress in your web browser. I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions and see you in the next one.